Hello, team. How is everyone doing? Sean Whitson again here with your weekly updates and trainings and news and events that we have going on in NetCinity. Hope you had a great weekend with that. We're sitting here on September 10th. What do you say we go ahead and dig in? We've got some great content we think for you today. All right. First, a few little updates for the week before we get to our main course here. You have direct access URL for the NetCinity free vacations. I know we mentioned this last week. I don't know if some of you missed that in last week's trainings, but you can now use this link openly, netcinity.vip, and people can use that for downloading the app and receiving those free vacations that NetCinity is supplying at this time. So definitely use that link if you want to use that to the best advantage. Now, the yard signs are in stock and ready. I believe most of you know that. The stock came in since last weekend, a week ago this past weekend. 60% of our yard sign stock has already left out the door from the shipping department. So I know you ladies and gentlemen have gone crazy. We had the orders flood in, and we had these huge boxes flying out the door here at the office. So great job with that. However, we do have another large batch already on the way. In case you've missed it, our yard signs have been a huge hit, placing these yard signs, not only pairing them with your paying clients that are on the NetCinity app, but more importantly, putting them on your complimentary listings that you're inputting in the app. Why? Because we found that we've plucked the heartstrings locally of people that want to shop local and support local mom and pop businesses, and these yard signs promote just that. So they are a perfect fit for putting several out in your town on the complimentary listings that many of you, hundreds of you, I believe we have over 800 complimentary listings just entered in the last 3.5 weeks alone across the United States and Canada. So great job with that. Now the yard signs are flying out the door because word's getting around. The yard signs are extremely effective around town for downloading the app and promoting to give other paying clients to come on board. It really makes a huge difference. So anyway, they are in stock. There is a possibility in the next few days we may be out of stock for a few days, but you'll be able to see that on the website because in red we put in stock, out of stock on the yard signs, and of course the postcards that actually go out. So okay, so payday is today. Congratulations, we've got a large chunk of change leaving out, already left out this morning. By the time this video is getting to you here, it's going out at the same time. So congratulations to all of you that have gotten paid on this wonderful Monday. Congratulations there. Okay. So now to the meat and potatoes of our meeting here today. I wanted to show you the complimentary listing email drip campaigns that are up and running. We did announce last week that those were up. They've been up. We had some other announcements last week, and it was also kind of a quickie because of the holidays, if you remember. So I want to take the time this week to actually show you what the emails look like going out to the complimentary listings. Now remember, the complimentary listings are an option, the email drip to the complimentary listing is an option, and let's cover that. So everyone should know how to get to the complimentary listings page. Go to netcinity.com for businesses. Go to the very bottom and log into your consultant portal that you see here on your screen. From the dashboard of your consultant portal, you'll be able to click on the consultant orientation resources there. Now that will bring you up to where you should be familiar with all your resources. I want you to scroll all the way down to the bottom of your resources page, and I want you to see the complimentary business listing form. Now you'll notice it's changed up a little bit as we announced last week. At the top of the form, you'll notice it's the company name, their street address, city, state, their business phone, and their business website. Now if the business does not have a website, you can use their Facebook or Twitter or some other social media homepage, but there needs to be some type of online connection there for that particular business, okay? Now if there's not anything, I would probably either skip the complimentary listing, or you might be able to put not available in the form. I'm not sure if it will accept that or not actually, but always try to have some type of website URL there in that block, okay? And then of course their category. Now down towards the bottom you'll see a new optional area, and this starts a 30-day drip autoresponder, but we will need the owner or manager or contact at the business. We'll need their first and last name, and a valid email address. Now sometimes you can grab that off of a business card or something there they have on the counter, and then you need to check off the box down at the bottom that you do want to start an email drip or that you don't want to start an email drip. Okay, make sure you fill this information out accurately for obvious reasons. Everything you put in the app, ladies and gentlemen, or in this form, ends up on the app. So if you've misspelled the business or put the total wrong address on there, it really falls back on you and your area, because nothing's more embarrassing or insultive really to the business owner that the name of their business is misspelled in the listing. It's a really bad start. So please don't get in a hurry on this form, because our support technicians that are entering these manually, every one of them that come in are built by hand with their promotion. You'll notice a picture goes on there. It's really nice content. They get a free listing in the app. They get no beacon. They get no login portal, nothing. But our support techs take care of that in-house. They don't know if something's misspelled or if it's the wrong address. There's no way for us to really check that. So please be very careful when you're entering this in. Now, in the optional information, never, ever, ever make up a fake email address down there. Okay? That will cause the emails to bounce, and we will get in trouble for that bad email address, and we will probably turn around and slap you on the wrist as well for guessing at the email or entering an incorrect email, because it's bad across the board. So take good care of this form. This is why it's hidden in the background and not publicly viewable. Okay? Now, of course, once you submit that form, it starts an email drip campaign. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to give you an example entry here. Now, let's say the business name is, now this is a real business, let's say the business name is U Pizza. Is the name of the business entered in the form. Let's say the city that U Pizza is in Stanton. Let's say that's the name of the city. Now let's say the owner or manager's name that was entered in was Dave Todds. Okay? Now you, the consultant, are Johnny Sample, and your email is jsample@netsanity.com. So keep these 5 pieces of information that come off of this form in mind as we begin reviewing how the email automated drip campaign systems actually work. Okay? All right. So the first email goes out 5 days after the entry, and it goes out at 7:15 in the morning. Now, what do we mean from entry? Now, generally, that is 5 days from the time you yourself, the consultant, receive a confirmation email that their complimentary listing is live in the app. Or will become live, between 24 and 48 hours. So 5 days from the time you receive the confirmation that your complimentary listing was accepted, and it will be in the app in 24 to 48 hours, 5 days from then, the very first email goes out. Now, let me tell you a couple of real quick facts to consider here. In the wonderful world of email marketing, which is certainly not a 100% deliverability rate, let's be honest here, it's always good to be very diverse in not only your emails, but the times and the content and the length of those emails that go out. Let me give you an example. It's good to send an email out early in the morning and another one late at night and maybe another one around lunchtime, because people are creatures of habit and they check their email at different times. It's also a good idea to make emails with subject lines that maybe have their business inserted in them, because that increases open rate dramatically. Also having something maybe exciting, maybe something with a little bit of drama to it. Those are great subject lines as well, and you'll see that we have some of those. It's also a good idea to have some short emails in there, just short, to the point, 1.5 paragraphs, and you're off. It's also good to have some long, with lots of good content in there, longer emails. You hit different personality types for people that respond to different types of emails, lengths, and times. And you'll notice during this series, not very many emails. There's only 4 here stretched out over the month. We don't want to drive your person crazy here. That's bad. We don't want them spamming out or being angry when you go in to actually visit them. You don't want that either. So you'll notice that in these emails, we have every sort and personality type within them. Okay? All right, so back again to our screen. Let's start with email number 1, 5 days from entry at 7:15 in the morning. And the subject line of this email is, I listed U Pizza in the Stanton mobile app. Now, see where it says U Pizza and see where it says Stanton. That's because we grabbed the information from what you entered into the block here. And also keep in mind, this email comes from your corporate email. So this comes from Johnny Sample at jsample@netcinity.com in our example here. And it says, hi, I listed You Pizza in the Stanton mobile app. Okay, now I'm going to start moving a little quicker here as we read through these emails. You can always pause the video and the trainings if you'd like to, really read over it and really soak it in. So I'll start moving quickly so we're not on here all morning. Hi, Dave. Hope this email is not too early, but my name is Johnny Sample, and I'm the local representative for Stanton and surrounding areas for the new local mobile app. I live here. I was onboarded by NetCinity to exclusively see to it that all locally owned small businesses in our area are posted on the new local NetCinity mobile app for our town. Our company uses technology to fight off those big box brands that are trickling into Stanton every year. We specialize in connecting local residents with locally owned businesses like You Pizza. Our 100% fighting passion is shop local small businesses in Stanton. Notice how we put that into the hashtag there. Our company hosts 100% complimentary listings, and I have taken the liberty to place You Pizza in the mobile app so locals can find you and connect with you. NetCinity has a new patented technology that will absolutely impress you like nothing you've ever seen before. Now, of course, that comes when you come by later to give them a beacon demonstration. At your earliest convenience, please download the NetCinity mobile app in your favorite app store and select Stanton as your home community. Then simply search for your listing. Please email me back and confirm all the info I manually entered for you is correct. I can alter or change anything that may be inputted incorrectly. If you have any trouble downloading, just let me know and I can stop by. I drive past your business often and I know exactly where you are. Smiley face. Hey, thanks again, and hope you have a really busy, and then it inserts the day of the week, whatever day of the week this email is going out. So hope you have a really busy Monday ahead, Tuesday ahead, Wednesday ahead. You know the drill there. And then, of course, down at the bottom of every email, it's your consultant signature is inserted. Your name, your title, and your contact information is at the bottom. So we're just on first email number 1. Now notice the direction of this is just to let them know, hey, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I have entered a free listing in to the system. Please log into the app. Our job here is to fight off those Walmarts and those Targets that you and I can't stand. They've been trickling into Stanton these last few years, and I know they're hurting small business. NetCinity is here to fight for you. That's what the email is driven toward. Are you starting to sense the abilities there to it? And nothing to buy here. Please log into the app, make sure it's all correct, and email me back if something needs to be updated. This is kind of a little mild introduction. I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's the best way to go about it. Now let's move on to our second email. Now this one's pretty close. It goes out 5 days later, but this one hits them at 9:30 at night. Now, these times that are listed are relative to your time zone. So it's not 9:30 from us at corporate office unless they're central. It's 9:30 to your local time. So here's the subject line on second email that goes out 5 days later. Remember, this is as much as 10 days after you entered, or after your complimentary listing that you entered as a consultant was approved. Because 5 days later, they got email 1. Now we're 10 days in, technically, to email number 2. Okay? I have some You Pizza materials if you want them. Now, the grabber with this subject line is the owner opens it, or the manager or operating manager looks at it and says, what materials do you have of my business? That is the attention grabber. Good evening, Dave. Sorry to email so late. Hope you had a busy Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday and sales were great. Hey, just wanted to let you know that our local Stanton NetCinity app has had a lot of activity these last couple of days. We're getting locals connected to locally owned businesses and hopefully starting to place a damper on those big box brands in town, thus keeping local Stanton money in Stanton. You know what I mean? I have some materials you can use to inform your customers about NetCinity. Just email me back and I can drop them by. My job is to keep the shop local viral wave going around town, and it's taken off a lot faster than I expected, to tell you the truth. Have a great night. And of course, your signature line placed at the bottom. Now, this is our short email. This is our stabber at the top that says, hey, I've got some You Pizza materials if you want them. And they're thinking, that's my business name, so this must not be an automated email. And they look at it and say that it's to you from someone from you that's from someone local, and mentioning their particular information, and that you want to keep local Stanton money in Stanton. You know what you mean? Short, to the point. Second email. Now let's move on to the third email. The third email, we don't want to drive people crazy, so we pushed this one out 10 days later. This one goes out even earlier in the morning than the first email does. A lot of business owners are up and at 'em early and work late, admittingly. So this one goes out at 6:30 a.m., and this is another stabber. This subject line is an attention grabber that says, the population in Stanton may temporarily drop. It's another grasper there. Now, they're not going to read that and probably lose the air in their lungs, admittingly, but it's something to get them to open up, and now they're beginning to get a little bit of rapport if they've been opening your previous emails especially. Hi, Dave. I have a solid reason to believe that Stanton may be leaving for vacations a lot more over the next 18 months. The NetCinity company that placed me here to promote this Shop Local campaign blast has just released something very intriguing. They have already tested it in other cities with great success, and now they're funding our town for the same offer. So, everybody in and around Stanton that uses this exact link below to complete 3 easy steps of downloading NetCinity and selecting Stanton, sharing NetCinity, and giving NetCinity an online review, and voila! NetCinity issues them a free vacation stay at one of 13 destinations of their choice within about 4 hours. Now, that's about the turnaround time for someone starting and getting finished, as long as they answer the emails and do each steps. It takes about 4 hours for the system to confirm they downloaded the app, confirm they left a review on Facebook, and confirm they've completed their steps with sharing it to friends online. Okay? I've checked this out. It is not a timeshare or some presentation trick. They really pay for the hotel or resort rooms. The local residences doing these 3 steps are getting these paid vouchers. The local residents doing these 3 steps and getting the paid voucher has to pay the $19 room tax and any food, travel, or excursion, but the company really paid for the rooms, and they really are paid for. Plus, they have up to 18 months to use the travel voucher, so there's no exact travel dates across the country. So here's how this works. NetCinity issues them the free vacation. They always have to pay the room tax. We plaster that all over all of our splash pages. Now, the highest room tax is $19.70 there for the room tax. But the stay at the hotel really is free and fully paid for. And yes, not timeshares. There's no presentation junk they have to go through. Now, of course, we get these for cheap, and they are probably going to upgrade these people on a drink package, a meal package. In the time that they're fixing to come to the hotel knows they're going to be spending more money if they do other things around the resort or around the property. So, of course, that's where the hotel makes extra money. But there really is no presentations to actually go through. There's probably some available at some of them, but they never have to attend because they're not timeshares. Okay? So this allows us to be upfront in the email of what they're getting. Now, this is while a supplies last offer, but NetCinity is prepared and pre-funded for thousands of local app downloads in our town, resulting in thousands of vacations locally. Now, you can see where they have 18 months to travel after they get their voucher, their vacation voucher there, and we're doing it locally. So this is what ties back into the subject line that over the next 18 months, the population may drop, ha ha ha. Now, past this 3-link step out to UPizza's customers, so they will, first of all, number 1, thank you for the free vacation, and number 2, they will see you on the app as soon as they download it, and it's a win-win for everyone, meaning they'll see Dave's UPizza as soon as they download. Okay, here's that link for the 3 steps. Talking to Dave still. It's netcinity.vip. They have to follow the link as the system tracks what they're downloading, sharing, and reviewing for the reasons of getting the vacation offer. Since NetCinity fights off local big box brands, this means that people that shop local in our town are actually rewarded for keeping their money here locally. Remember, everything is about keeping blank money in blank town, our town. Thanks, Dave, and your signature. So this completes 3rd email. Now remember, this is our longest email here. So we've done a medium email, a short email, a long email. We're about to do another medium email. We've done it early in the morning, at lunch, late at night. Now we've done a really early one here. And now, it's moving to our 4th email, which now goes out, at lunchtime. Now again, the 4th email is another 10-day wait on here. This puts us between 30 and 35 days out, and it goes out right after lunchtime. And the subject line is, do you have an event we can feature on the Stanton app. More free stuff because we want to get you in for a demo. Hi, Dave. I'm sure you've noticed that we post local events on the home screen of the app. We like to keep these family-oriented or community event-driven, but do you have anything upcoming like an event that you would like for me to place on the home screen of the app? It's no cost at all. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have one, you better get one. A community events online portal. We pass them out to the consultants who fill out the form that's back on your resources page. And if Dave, in this example, if Dave at U Pizza says, oh my goodness, well, yeah, we're hosting I'm making stuff up, a craft beer outing this Saturday at our restaurant, then my goodness, here we go. Dave, if he hasn't responded to you yet, and he does have an event coming up in the next month, 2, 3, 4 down the road, and it costs nothing, hopefully Dave's seen the app. He's got your emails. Something's going on around town if he's been ignoring you all this time. So email 4 comes along and say, hey, Dave, more free stuff. You know, I've got your free complimentary listing. We're giving out free vacations. You can actually use this to your advantage so your customers praise you and they get on the app. We've also allowed you, told you that we got some free materials we can drop by. I'll gladly put a sticker on your door. Most effective, I put a yard sign in the yard. That explodes things even faster. But let's say you don't have those in stock. You've got this material. You've got these freebies here. Now we've got another 4th freebie here. Would you like for us to feature you on the front part of the app? It's not really a feature, but it gets that event. Hey, go down to Dave's at U Pizza. They're having a craft beer outing this coming Saturday at this date here. Even offer to send out a push notification for Dave, worst case scenario. Don't get your customers addicted to that too much. Get them on the platinum offer, but do what you can and use the tools and resources we've given you to turn around and service your customers, even your complimentary listings who will soon be your customers, okay? Just email me back and I can get it posted within a few hours generally. Just remember, it needs to be a publicly invited event, at your business, but everyone in the app will see it. This is a big attention grabber. Oh, don't forget to post those free vacation offers to your customers. Dave, send them out on your social media or email lists, etc. So that any or all of your customers who are downloading the local NetCinity app using that 3-step link will not only get a free stay at one of 13 destinations paid for by NetCinity, but of course, then they'll see U Pizza on the Shop Local driven app and come see you more often. It's a win-win while supplies last on the vacations. Hey, post this for your customers to see, and it reminds Dave, oh yeah, I could put NetCinity VIP on my Facebook wall. Then people would download the new local community app. Then they see me on the app. Kind of see where we're starting to go here? Hey, thanks again. Signed by you. So this completes. It's not very many emails. It is 4. It is stretched over 30, as much as 35 days if it pushes out, the further it's out. And it comes from you and promotes to those particular individuals, so they will become client prospective. So they will buy services and become clients from you. So that is the system. This took me a little over 20 minutes to explain to you. Hopefully I didn't over-explain and bore you to tears there, but the system is very powerful. Once again, if you've got the resources there, the yard signs are a little over $4 a piece delivered, including shipping. They have been wildly effective placing out at the complimentary listings. If you've got the time, put the complimentary listings in. You don't have to put them in every single complimentary listing. If you want to just buy 10 or 20 and pop those around, I promise you it will make a world of difference in your area. Because we are driving that shop local, fight the big box brands off type of campaign there locally. And that's what everything is revolving around. So, hey, if you have any questions, make sure you reply to your weekly team training email to your VP of sales or your president, and let's get those answered and get you on the move if you're not already. Hey, thanks, everybody. Have an awesome week, and let us know how we can help explode your town. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.